Hello, hello, North Node Seekers. We are doing a reading, timeless reading for you from the Archangel Metatron. So I'm doing one introduction for all of the signs. And what I have been called to do for the collective is this reading where you hear from Metatron what you need to hear to align with your highest timeline and activate your North Node destiny. I'll be using cards from an Archangel Metatron Oracle deck, and I've been encouraged to explain to you which cards I'm going to be using for this reading so that you have an understanding what energies this session will be anchored in. If you are eager just to get to your reading, it is timestamped below and you can jump ahead to that. So we'll be starting with the Archangel Metatron deck, and I've been asked to read directly from the guidebook for those cards that I pull. And then I was given the B Tarot. And the B Tarot is significant because the B stands for industriousness. Bees are not hustling. They're moving from their instinct of what to do. And in doing that, which comes naturally to them, they not only create their own abundance, but stabilize and provide foundations for abundance of the entire globe, really. And then after the Bee Tarot, I will be pulling from this Making Magic Oracle. So you can tap into some practical magic, some practical tools of how to move forward. And then I will end with the Sacred Forest. And the message I got when I was drawn to this particular deck, the Sacred Forest here, which has a unicorn on it. And I got my unicorn here hanging with me for this reading. And the message I received is, the earth is supporting you. Your destiny is programmed into your earth star chakra. Connect deeply with the earth on a regular basis. Do not take her for granted. She sustains your life and asks nothing of you in return. She is the great mother of all living things. Okay, and with that, I will jump into your reading. Enjoy. Leo, North Node, welcome to your timeless reading. Messages from the Archangel Metatron to align you with your highest timeline and activate your North Node destiny. I will grab 3 cards for you, Leo, North Node and Leo. I had to do a big clean out because all the energies were getting that was my sound effect for things being very scattered yet intertwined. Anyway, let me just shuffle and I'll read for you. Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for those with their North Node in Leo at this time? Your North Node in Leo at this time. Ooh, pretty. I'm going to take both of these cards for you. 2 came out. So I'm just going to read from the guidebook for the one from the center, and then the others I'm just going to read the keywords, and then we'll move into the tarot and bring all the messages together. Okay, card 48 is what you got at the beginning here. Card 48, the void. Retreat, rest, pause. Let there be light. And with those words, creation sprang forth from darkness and propelled all of us on our eternal paths of discovery and enlightenment. You are now again at a time of great transformation and change, and this may require introspection, soul searching, and questioning regarding where you go from here. If you are feeling stuck, feeling bored, facing difficulty, in pain, or otherwise challenged, entering the void offers a chance to regroup, redefine, and co create with the divine what is best for you. And it will serve you through this next stage of your life. Sometimes we voluntarily go into the void, and sometimes we are pushed by illness, burnout, grief, or loss, as well as other circumstances. Yet within the darkness, you can retreat and hibernate, feeling safe for a while as you search for deeper meaning and fulfillment, and allow a moment of pause before creation once more kicks in. Do not rush your time there, as so much can be revealed and learned that is not accessible to you at times other than the quote unquote night. These can be rich days and weeks ahead. We call the movement of a baby in the womb the quickening, and so too it is with you now. Feel and sense a quickening within yourself, a desire to begin anew, to stretch, change, become something else. So move further into the void, and as you do, you leave behind the old and what is known. The first steps in are the most difficult, as they require you to face your own darkness, that which may have robbed you of joy, love, health, abundance, or hope. But as you step into the void, you feel Metatron's presence within the dark, and you proceed deeper into its safe cocoon, knowing you are not alone. Within the void, there is light, too, and you can truly face who you are and what you now need to deal with, heal, embrace, or feel. From the moment from that moment of sweet surrender, everything becomes possible, a creative dance of movement, flow, and expansion once more. The sound and vibration of chanting Om at this time will connect you back to your own cosmic breath, your divine essence, so that you can reach once more for the light bursting forth to a new you. Your soul is a bright, sparkling ball of luminescent light. You can be anything you want to be, choose any reality, any theme, any time, any role to play. Consciously entering back into the void is to reach back into a rich landscape of potential dreams, as well as unfulfilled desires and wishes. Don't fear the void. It is there to help, not hinder, to heal, not hurt, to create, not diminish, and to make greater, not diminish, this experience of life. Metatron offers safe passage through its darkness back to light. All is well. There's the card there. Yes. Woo! So I'll let that resonate for a moment while I scrab. So for the other cards, as I said, I'm just going to read the one kind of defining sentence that comes with the card, and then we'll get into the tarot. So crowning your reading, you have card 4, letting go, time for release. And it says card number 4 links to the planet Uranus and the nature of change and adapting to unexpected events. So some of you may have had something unexpected happen that threw you into a void-like state. But before I go on, at the root of your reading, you have two cards. You have two cards, not two cars, two cards. Karma, untying the knots, that's card 28. Drawing this card implies that what you inquire about is linked to a karmic energy, which may be why things are particularly challenging right now. Card 52, priorities, building blocks for life. It says the angels have heard your call for help and are here offering their support, assistance, and time. Okay, so North Node in Leo, there may have been something significant that has happened in your life that has caused you to pull back or bring you into a altered state of consciousness. This often happens when something that we took as a given in our life that would always be around, that will always be, it has changed abruptly, or some way, some belief that we held has been completely shattered. The veil has been lifted for us on something and has caused us to reevaluate everything we think we know. I'm going to get your tarot just straight out of the energy of those cards. The Barrow is coming again. The Barrow is the Chariot. So, so you have the Seven of Jars, the Barrow, which is card 7, the Chariot. You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. So we have the Seven of Jars, lots of options, putting your energy into several endeavors, to several people. Doesn't have to be romantic. You may just have a dedication to a lot of different people in your life. This energy is not the happiest of energies, I'm to be honest. It feels like having spent a lot, having invested a lot. There was a lot of investment of time. There's a lot of emotional effort. There's a lot of toil. And I feel that there's been investment in something major. It's a major investment. It was enough for you to change the course of your life. It was a choice of life direction. There's been a choice of life direction. When you choose a direction for your life, or when you spread yourself across many options for the direction of your life, there's always going to be, not everything can pan out. Not everything can come to fruition. There's a reason why people spread out their options. People spread out their options to reduce the risk of failure. Either they perceive it to reduce their risk of failure. But here's the reality of the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. Yes, you can invest in 2 ventures and neither of them work out and you're left with nothing. You can invest in 7 ventures and 5 of them work out. But if you're not able to embrace the 2 that are still standing, or if you're not able to see and embrace what is working, then you will lose your passion for the work. So the message is here that you can be equally disappointed with spreading yourself thin, because not only are you exhausted, you have, instead of 1 or 2 bigger disappointments, you have 5 small ones, and 5 small disappointments and 2 small, okay, like I still have a couple things to hold on to. But the energy I'm getting here, of course, is that there's when you have a big life shifting disappointment, it's important for you to recognize that certain things were never for you to begin with, right? Or you are meant to go through part of the journey. I already felt someone's reaction being like, oh, that's what people say to reduce the feeling of being a failure, right? Or, to reduce that feeling. But one can interpret that sentence as they like. If you continuously invest in something and it does not come to fruition, there is a reflection that must be had that goes beyond, oh, that wasn't meant for me. As it's offering you an opportunity to reflect. And the cards here are saying, it's offering you an opportunity to reflect before you start moving again. Why start moving again without reflecting on what went right, what went wrong, what resources do I still have available, what can I get through divine inspiration instead of just brute force bulldozing forward and doing this again? Because there is a karma element involved. The universe is at work here. You would not be here listening to this reading if you didn't think that the universe is at work in your life. So if the universe is at work in your life, why are you spreading yourself so thin? And why are you disappointed so deeply when certain things don't work out? You're being embraced, and I'm hearing disappointment. There's nothing wrong with disappointment. We feel it, and we make new requests of our angels and spirit guides. We put different energy out into the universe. We call more love and peace into our lives. We call for support. We call for comfort. And we call for renewed passion. At the root of you coming into alignment with your highest timeline is releasing the things that have not worked out. Releasing disappointments in people and disappointments in relationships and ventures that haven't worked out, and anyone that you have lost. I don't feel that that's a large amount of you. There are a couple, though, that someone significant in your life has passed on or has moved on from your life. There's a permanent separation. They want you to know that there is light at the end of grieving, regardless of what you're grieving. There is light at the end of grieving. It forces you to look at and experience the world differently. Not right away. First, you're retreating and you're in this void. But when you come out, you have the opportunity to be fresh, to have a fresh perspective, to have a fresh mindset. I'm going to get your making magic cards and see what opportunities, what practical action will bring you into alignment with your highest timeline and activate your North Node destiny. We have prosperity, a prosperous business with riches and success. Labyrinth, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration. Enlightenment. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. And mystic star, harmony in the home and great friendships. So, those with your North Node in Leo, not everything that you touch is going to turn to gold. Not everything you touch is going to turn to gold. You do have gold. And it could be several ventures that have gold, but you do have to make some mistakes along the way. You do have to, unfortunately, have suppliers who are not fully reputable and sometimes not get the best deal, best contract. Sometimes you send out a newsletter that has a typo in it. You're not going to be perfect, right? What you are promised is that you're going to learn. And the more often you can go into the void, rest and retreat, and come back out refreshed and renewed, is the faster you will be able to learn and level up your energy. You're going through this labyrinth, transitioning to a higher level of being and raising your energetic vibration. That means don't mourn the work and the effort that you have put in. You can be smarter about it in the future, in that you balance your intuitive action. You balance your action with inspiration and intuition. You act on, and this is why the B tarot was picked out for this reading, moving from a place of instinct. And some of you in this reading, or what it's showing in this spread here, is that many of you are acting from a place of karmic ties, tied to something unhealed. So praying, doing rituals, saying affirmations, however it is, to have new building blocks for your life that is built on integrity, that is built on inspiration, divine inspiration, the your heart's desires, your joy, your fulfillment, your greatest talents being shared with the world and shared in a way that uplifts people and benefits people. It's time for you to build from a place that is not just trying to achieve, for example. That may not be everyone's reason. That's not everyone's knots. Proving someone wrong, making a family member proud or jealous. This is not a good enough reason to build something. And that's if I circle back to that sentence, it wasn't meant for you. You may be building a castle, but why you're building the castle is as important as building the castle, right? You may design a different castle or put the castle in a different place if you're building from really, deep intentions, really noble intentions, really honorable intentions, honoring of yourself. So breaking bad habits is very important, because your bad habits will build shaky structures. We also tend to build structures, routines in our life that accommodate our bad habits, as opposed to creating fertile ground for us to really outgrow bad habits. But first thing we have to do is accept ourselves, accept some of the things that we have remorse for, are not the most proud of, accept that we've been disappointed, accept that sometimes we felt ashamed of ourselves. It's important for you, Leo North Node, to take care of your mental health and your heart health, and not to bury yourself in work. I'm hearing that for someone. Don't bury yourself in work, and do it, because you'll enter the same cycle where you're burnt out and what you are trying to build is not coming to fruition. because there's something underlying in the building blocks that needs to be released. There's something in the building blocks that need to be released. Mystic Star, harmony in the home, and great friendships. I'm just hearing slow down, have coffee with a friend. Slow down. Feel, be in the world. Make your home a place of refuge. Where'd that card go? A place of rest, retreat, pause, a place where you really allow, I can't find this card, allow spirit and your spirit guides and allow yourself to take care of yourself. You will make better decisions. You will learn more from past situations. I got to go looking for this card. Let me put this on pause. Okay, I got it. So we have Spirit Guardian of Autumn. Oops, change this back. Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. It's card 35. And I just moved that again. Okay, and then you have Spirit Guardian of Spring, card 36, activation. And these cards are well shuffled. You're my fourth reading of the day. So it's not a matter of the cards being in order. Autumn and spring, you're going from the fall, the void is the winter, and you're moving into the spring. Letting go, letting things, your system reorganize, and then praying here for what is going to blossom in the spring. And then you'll start working towards that in harmony and with a clear energy, clear focus, without this karmic energy around you because some of you are going round and round in a circle, like you're experiencing the same thing over and over again. They're showing me with this labyrinth as well, and you're having a hard time getting out of it. They want you to know, the Archangel Metatron wants you to know that getting out of it involves you recognizing patterns, learning lessons, and chilling out. Like not doing. Relax, reflect, and let some things go, recognize some things, and start asking for what you want to experience from a place of a higher energetic vibration. You're not begging for it. You say, I'm ready for it. Show me the steps. Help me build this new foundation. Help me release what needs to go and help me build this new foundation. That's what I've got for you, Leo North Node. I hope that was helpful. Depending on when you're seeing this, I do have some 12/12 readings on sale for the month of December 2025. This is a timeless reading, though, so you could always check out the links in the description box if you're looking for a personal reading or a North Node workbook or anything else, other goodies that I may have. So I will leave it there, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.